Let me ask you something. Are you watching this around Christmas or just after the new year and you're really thinking about moving? Maybe you're not thinking about it out loud, maybe not officially, but the thought is there. So let's talk about why moving to the Prescott area during the holidays may be the best thing you ever did.
Hi everyone, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Lisa.
And when people think about moving to Prescott, they usually picture doing it during spring or summer. They picture blue skies, festivals, green grass, and everything looks perfect. But what nobody really talks about is what it's actually like to move to Prescott during Christmas and the winter months, and why for some people this is secretly one of the best times to do it.
So let's talk about the real honest truth about moving to Prescott during Christmas or just after the new year. The good, the challenging, and the things that surprise people the most. Here's something interesting we see every year. Christmas isn't when most people move, it's when people decide to move. This is when families are together, conversations slow down, people start reflecting on their life and where they're living, and that quiet question pops up. Is this really where I want to be? We hear things like this all the time. We're tired of the traffic. We want something quieter. We want 4 seasons, but nothing extreme. We want a better quality of life. Prescott tends to show up on people's radar right after Christmas, when the decorations come down and reality sets back in.
Let's talk about what living here actually feels like during the holidays. Yes, Prescott is beautiful, frost on the ground and crisp mornings. Yes, there's charm, lots of Christmas lights and things to do, but this isn't a Hallmark movie 24/7. Winter in Prescott is quieter, slower, less crowded, and more peaceful. Downtown has moments of activity, but many neighborhoods feel calm and still. You'll notice less traffic, less noise, and fewer people out and about. For some people, this feels cozy and grounding. For others, especially if you're brand new, it can feel very quiet. That's one thing people don't always expect.
Here's an honest truth. If you move to Prescott during winter and you don't know anyone yet, it can feel isolating at first. The holidays amplify emotions. You might miss family. You might feel like you made a big change at a weird time. This doesn't mean you made the wrong decision. It means you're human. What we see, though, is that people who move here during winter tend to settle in faster because they experience real life here, not just the highlight reel.
Another big misconception, winter weather. People hear Arizona and think warm. Then they hear mountains and think snow all the time. The truth is somewhere in the middle. Yes, we get snow, but usually very light, very short-lived, followed by sunshine. In fact, today is 60 degrees. You're not dealing with months of brutal winter, but you do experience all 4 seasons, which many people love. Winter gives you a real sense of what living here year-round feels like.
Now, let's talk about something most people don't realize, and this is a big one. Even during the winter months, there are still plenty of homes on the market in Prescott. The big difference, there are fewer buyers, and that matters. During spring and summer, there are more buyers, more competition, more emotional decision-making, more multiple offer situations. You have more time to think. Sellers who are listed now are usually motivated. Negotiations are often more reasonable, and this is especially true just after the new year when listings are still active but buyer traffic hasn't fully ramped up yet.
Here's another important point. People who list their homes during the holiday season usually need to sell. They're relocating, they've already moved, they're downsizing, they're making a life change. They're not just testing the market. That often means more realistic pricing, more flexibility, and more willingness to work with buyers. So while you may hear, oh, winter is slow, what it really is focused.
Here's something many people don't think about. If you move during winter, you're settled by spring. You already know the area. You're not scrambling during peak season. You can actually enjoy Prescott when everything comes alive, instead of house hunting while everyone else is, and you're already living your life here. We hear a lot of people who move during winter say later, I'm so glad we didn't wait.
So who is this time of year perfect for? Well, moving to Prescott during Christmas and after the new year is especially great if you're relocating from out of state, you don't want competition, you value peace over hype, you want clarity, not chaos, or you're making a lifestyle move, not an impulse move. This isn't the right time for everyone, but for the right people, it's ideal.
If you're watching this during Christmas or just after the New Year, there's probably a reason. Something is pulling you towards a different pace of life. More space, more calm, more intention. Prescott may or may not be the right fit, but understanding what it's really like during winter helps you make a confident decision. If you're thinking about moving here, especially from out of state, reach out to us. We help people understand the timing, the neighborhoods, and what makes sense before they move. And if this video helped, make sure to subscribe. We put out honest, real videos about living in Prescott every single week. Thanks for watching and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Bye.